They said the era was over, that the king had fallen. But with 5 races to remain, and suddenly the gap doesn't feel impossible anymore. Because if there's one thing we gotta realize is to never, ever, ever count out Max Verstappen. This isn't dominance anymore. This is survival.
Impressive weekend, Max. Extremely well done.
And maybe, just maybe, the start of the greatest comeback we've ever witnessed in Formula One history.
Now stands at just 40 points.
Hey, welcome back to Apex Connect. It's your host Dwayne, and today we're breaking down how Max Verstappen can still mathematically and strategically win the 2025 Formula One World Championship title with only 5 races remaining. It's going to be a lot to unpack, so sit back and let's get into it. Alrighty, Apex fam, here's where we currently stand after the US Grand Prix. So leading the board is Oscar Piastri with 346 points, followed by Lando Norris with 332 points, and creeping up in third position is Max Verstappen with 306 points, meaning that there's a 40-point deficit between Verstappen and Oscar Piastri. It's not ideal, but not impossible. Also, keep in mind that there are 5 races remaining till the end of the season: Mexico, Brazil, Qatar, Las Vegas, and Abu Dhabi, and 2 sprint weekends, Brazil and Qatar, meaning a total of 141 points still on the table, up for grabs. Verstappen doesn't need to win every single race from now until Abu Dhabi. He just needs to consistently finish better than the McLarens and maximize on those sprint weekends. So if Red Bull wants this comeback to happen, they gotta make sure that their margins for error remains 0. And in order to do so and achieve this feat, these 3 key attributes need to be met. First up, qualifying needs to be perfect. McLaren have had the upper hand in low speed corners and tire warm-up. That has left Verstappen starting P3, P4 way too often. But coming up, Mexico and Abu Dhabi both play to Red Bull's strength: high efficiency, straight line speed. Front row starts are critical on these tracks. Next, we have tire degradation. Brazil and Qatar are brutal on tires. If Red Bull can reduce the drop-off by even a few tenths per lap, they stay in contention to win. And finally, we have Verstappen's mindset. He's racing with freedom. No distraction, no politics, just pure racing. Meanwhile, McLaren's currently navigating the first ever title fight with 2 very talented drivers, and that's the key difference. Now let's talk about Team Papaya for a second, because right now they are the ones leading the race. Oscar Piastri has been very clinical, precise, calm, and consistent. But keep in mind, this is a first ever title fight. Fatigue, media pressure, and shocking confidence can break composure. Next, Lando Norris, meanwhile, has the pace but has not been consistent throughout the season. Strategy errors, bad pit calls, timing mistakes have cost him dearly. And here's the kicker: if Norris takes points from Piastri, that could actually help Verstappen. All he needs is McLaren to stumble once, and he's right there to capitalize on it. And that's the dynamic Red Bull is looking for. First up, we have the Mexican Grand Prix. High altitude, thin air, perfect for Red Bull. The Honda power unit thrives in this environment, and Max had 5 career wins in Mexico. If he wins here, that 40-point gap could drop into the low 20s or even teens, depending on how McLaren finishes the race. This is a must-win territory. Next up, we have the Brazilian Grand Prix, the first of the 2 sprint weekends. Unpredictable weather, high tire wear, and 33 points up for grabs. If Max wins the main event and finishes top 2 in the sprint race, he could gain 25 to 30 points in total that weekend. That keeps the comeback alive heading into Qatar. Qatar Grand Prix, the last of the 2 sprint weekends. The track is very hot, abrasive, and punishing on tires. McLaren might have the upper hand here, but Red Bull can capitalize on their mistakes. If Verstappen wins the sprint race and finishes P2 in the main event, that's for 30 points up for grabs. Next, we have the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Night race, low grip, cold track. It's a setup nightmare. Last year, Verstappen did okay on the track and finished P5 in the race. If Red Bull does nail tire temperatures and strategy, this could be their turning point. And finally, we have Abu Dhabi, the decider. Smooth surface, long straights, clean air. If Verstappen enters within 25 points, it's game on. When and hope McLaren stumbles, that's the championship formula. So we gotta understand, championships aren't just a physical battle, they're a mental battle as well. Verstappen has been here before. He faced Hamilton, handled pressure, and stayed calm under chaos. Piastri and Lando Norris are new to the scene, and this is their first ever title fight. Pressure can lead to mistakes, and Verstappen's composure will be his secret weapon. So here's what a championship winning run will look like for Max Verstappen. Mexico, win, 25 points. Brazil, P2 in the sprint, plus race win, 32 points. Qatar, sprint win, plus P2 in the race, 26 points. Las Vegas, win, 25 points. Abu Dhabi, win, 25 points in the bag. Total, 138 points, taking him from 306 points to 444 points. If Piastri averages consistent podiums, 14, 15 points per race, he'll finish in the 415-425 range. So yes, Verstappen's window is narrow but open, and one McLaren mistake could mean Max's gain. So the question I have is, can Max still win the 2025 World Championship title? Absolutely. He needs perfection, consistency, and a little chaos from McLaren. But if anyone can deliver under those conditions, it's Max Verstappen. While everyone else races for the moment, Max is racing for legacy. If he pulls this off, it will be his defining title, proving that the throne is not inherited, but rather defended.